EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Big Easy. And with that Who Dat chant bouncing off the walls behind us, we know that we're ready for football at Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here. As it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the New Orleans Saints. Across from him, Saints head coach Kellen Moore. His guys, on the other hand, weren't as fortunate in the opener, so they'll look for their first win here at home in week 2. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
A tough time a season ago. His team missed the playoffs for the first time in his career. But he does remain one of the most efficient quarterbacks in the league. He's completed over 67% of his passes for his career. We know he's efficient, not enough to be spectacular, and get his team back to the big game.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. Down to about the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6. Play action. Now Purdy. Got a man. That's Ayuk. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. McCaffrey on the counter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The play over before it really got started thanks to Pete Werner. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's throwing them in the offensive backfield.
Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Throwing here, Purdy. And a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Now Purdy. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week, in his numbers. Because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So, I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Second down and a little more than a yard here. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Saints, first down.
They'll find Shaheed out to the right. Second and 10.
To Rashid Shaheed. No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Play action. Now Rattler. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Rattler working out of the gun. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down. And you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed. On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they were able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Purdy. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 4.
Purdy looking to throw. And got his man, complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
First down, 49ers.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
A 2-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the Saints'
Purdy.
33-yard line.
Hauled in left side here by Jennings. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Passer, defense.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. McCaffrey following the penalty. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Back to throw, Purdy. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brock Purdy, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch out their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. So an early 10-0 lead for him now as they kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Lenore on the tackle.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Rattler wants to throw it. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Dancing away at the 35. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. Purdy now to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45.
11 on the play. And a 49er first down.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Here's Rattler. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. And keep your eye on that man. 4 sacks last week, 1 there here in the second quarter. He can be so disruptive.
So what was he doing in the first quarter? What was going on?
Took a nap.
I think he tried to lull him to sleep a little bit. Like, yeah, okay, maybe you've got me this week. No longer. And you know, with the 4 sacks last week, it's obvious he gets his in flurries.
Dancing to his left. And he'll be about a 4 yards shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Here's 3rd and 7. To the air is Rattler. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up, and he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Saints again ready to go on offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Yetur Gross-Matos getting in there to make the play. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Now Rattler. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Rattler. Forced out to his left. And he is going to have a Saints first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
For a Saints first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. 20, 10, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Group being able to add the PAT, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
A 2-yard gain brings up 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Finding space at the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. 18 yards. First down, Niners.
18 on the play. First down, San Francisco.
Back to throw. Purdy. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
McCaffrey running up the middle. Pushing through the contact. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 42. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Purdy on the sneak. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with it back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. A first carry here for Jordan James. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On 2nd and goal, Purdy. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Ryan Brzee fought in and got him down.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
A 26-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Gets past one man. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
2nd and 2.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Off the play fake, it's Rattler. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
It throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Here's Jeremy Crawshaw now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Niners offense and Christian McCaffrey ready to go once more. He's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. James. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ayuk going to go in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Here's James. And he's taken down inside the 30. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, San Francisco.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Here's Guerrero on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's James. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Purdy. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half.
A 36-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will extend their lead even further. So it was 4th and 1 down in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little surprised that that's how they decided to play it, that they didn't go for it there. But sometimes just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner.
Okay.
Hip pocket or back pocket?
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this 1st half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing is Rattler. They'll get this out to Kamara. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this 1st half. They'll throw now on the final play. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. They'll go. Here's Rattler. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there as time expires in the 1st half. And the Saints take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. There you go, Charles, his first touchdown pass of the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year, because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
And the point after, good by Groupie. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports
Our
halftime
tour
report.
around the NFL starts now. At Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, the Colts at home to take on the Denver Broncos. And it's the second-year quarterback, Bo Nix. Part of a big game for him, 3 total touchdowns, 2 rushing, 1 passing. The Broncos get a second straight win to start the year as they get the tough road victory. Next up, we go to the Steel City. We'll check in on the Steelers as they play host to the Seattle Seahawks. And this is Jaylen Warren. He'll find an opening and take it in, a 6-yard rushing touchdown. The Steelers get the hard-fought victory. They win by 2. Lastly, let's get down to Miami. The Dolphins hosting the New England Patriots. And here's Jalen Waddle. A brilliant catch and run for the touchdown. The Dolphins are able to come away with their first victory on the season. With that, a look at the rest of the scores from a jam-packed Week 2 of the new NFL season. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half, as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Saints going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Offense.
Penalty. They'll fake the give, and here's Rattler. Being chased out left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
A gain of 9 brings up second down.
On play action, Rattler. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll look to throw here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be second and a couple.
Second down.
Looking to throw. Tries the left side and finds Olave. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd down at the 49ers' 43-yard line.
Again, it's Kamara. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
13 yards on the play. That's good for another Saints.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Group being able to add the PAT. And the lead is down to 2.
Saints 21.
All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These 2 defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
That's complete to Pearsall. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Down 49ers.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. From the 35, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Brings up 2nd down.
They run it with James. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. Here comes 3rd down and 7.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And it is caught. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 14. And the 49ers first down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Purdy. And this is caught. Jennings. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
22 yards. First down, San Francisco.
Now a fake on the jet sweep. And they'll instead run up the middle. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down. They run the counter. James. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's James. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Called it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Now this time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Chase Young. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Here's 3rd and goal now, back at the 11. Back to throw, Purdy. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
A 28-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the 2nd half and take over.
Oh, some strong running. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. From the shotgun, Rattler. Gets this complete to Shaheed. Down to the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
The Saints
They'll turn to Kamara, and he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this 2nd half. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The 49ers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. They'll find Ayuk open right side. From the 31, here's 2nd and 3.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the 31.
Purdy. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Ricky Pearsall, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A two-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now, they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. A give to Kamara running right. Fancy footwork at the 45. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
46-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Now Rattler. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. The offense on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Rattler. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Gain of 11. That's good for us Saints. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Rattler wants to throw it. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. From the 33, here's 2nd down and a yard.
An 8-yard gain brings up 2nd down. At the 33-yard line.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain on the play. That's another Saints first down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Rattler working out of the gun. He gets it to Cooks. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up third.
Throwing is Rattler. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up fourth. So here we go, a big spot now for Blake Groupie. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Brings up second down.
Purdy from the gun. Over the middle, complete. That's Jennings. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And a 49er first down.
Play action. Now Purdy. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
It's now second and 10.
Purdy now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Runner there defensively.
Purdy from the gun on third down. Looking deep for Jennings. This is caught inside the 15. From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
A gain of 42 yards on the play. First down.
Purdy looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's James. It's second and 7 from the 9.
A 2-yard gain.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Brock Purdy, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Niners get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits were on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open.
Oh, the snap, a poor one, and this is blocked. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. Before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spent a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another Saints first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
That's another Saints first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. To the air is Rattler. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
He's back to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Back to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill from 8 yards out. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what, I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And able to get this out to the 25. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Purdy to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Purdy to throw. Pass caught by Pearsall. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Purdy. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
San Francisco.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. The Saints offense and Spencer Rattler getting ready for this next possession. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Kamara up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So all eyes on the Saints offense. Down by 7, 45 seconds remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Connecting with Hill. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. He'll look to throw.
And he'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
It's second and inches.
And now he clocks it with 19 seconds remaining.
Well, just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches.
Back to throw. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And a flag comes out as that is batted down and incomplete. But I think there was early contact. Let's check the call. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Fleck. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with an extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Obviously, the excitement level here is almost at fever pitch. Down 1. It's tempting to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. And he will not get into the end zone. The defense makes the stop of the game on the 2-point try, and they might just get out of here with a win after all. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least 1 play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the 49ers, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.